Peace to everybody. This is a breaking news. This is about another earthquake shakes Southern California day after the most powerful quake in 20 years. And as you know, there was a first earthquake where everything was shaking and everything. And the videos in this article, I'm not going to play them at all because I don't want to be blocked by YouTube because I know they can be petty sometimes. A 7.1 magnitude earthquake rattled Southern California on Friday, the day after the most powerful earthquake struck the region in 2 decades. So there was a 7.1 magnitude earthquake that rattled California on Friday, and everything was shaking. Things were falling down and everything. The earthquake could be felt from Las Vegas to the California coast, and people as far away as Phoenix reported feeling the rumblings. So Phoenix, Arizona, they could feel it too because it's a very powerful earthquake for a 7.1 magnitude, and it felt from Las Vegas to the California coast as well. The epicenter of the tremor was about 10 miles northeast of Ridgecrest in the desert, the same area where Thursday's earthquake was recorded. That 6.4 magnitude quake was called the strongest to hit Southern California since 1999, but Friday's quake was more powerful. So you had, in 1999, there was the strongest California that hit since 1999, but this 6.4 magnitude quake was called the strongest to hit Southern California since 1999. But now, this earthquake here, the 7.1, that was extremely more powerful. Many residents in Ridgecrest, a city of 27,600, about 100 miles northeast of Los Angeles, lost power Friday night, according to NBC News reporters in the area. So a lot of power outages. People are running all over the place, of course, and they're trying to find their loved ones. And of course, it's kind of hard to do when you have the most powerful earthquake in California, and it's really hard. A man in Ridgecrest told NBC Los Angeles in a phone interview Friday night that it was pretty bad. The whole house was shaking. It was pretty scary, the man introduced as John said. And so the house was shaking. Everything is falling off the walls, the cabinets, everything. And it was pretty bad that everything was going all over the place. Warren Cooper, who owns a wrought iron and handyman business in the Ridgecrest area, said his business suffered damage and his mobile home was destroyed. So again, mobile homes was destroyed. His iron and handyman business in the Ridgecrest area was totally suffered a lot of damage. I lost my house today. I don't know if I can even save it, and it sucks because I just paid it off, he says. So this man had paid off his house. It sucks because of the earthquake, and it caused a lot of damage, and he don't know if he can save it. Cooper was outside with 4 friends when Friday's powerful quake occurred. He later checked on a 14-unit apartment building he takes care and sound everyone was okay. Cooper was helping direct traffic, so he went to the 14-unit to see if everybody was okay on that. I wouldn't really go to that 14-unit. I would be running for my life, get away from the buildings, because the buildings are going to come tumbling down, and but he went to the 14-unit apartment building he takes care of and sound everyone was okay. The San Bernardino County Fire District tweeted that calls were coming in from northwestern communities and that people were reporting homes shuffled, foundation cracks, retaining walls down. So the fire district is gonna respond to all of these calls, and of course they tweeted that calls were coming in from northwestern communities. So it's pretty bad out there right now. Families are scattered, buildings are shaking and falling, everything's falling off the walls, the cabinets, TVs gone and everything. The fire district reported one minor injury and said firefighters were treating the patient. No unmet needs currently. The fire department said Ridgecrest is in Kern County, but on the San Bernardino County border. So that's where it's at, on the San Bernardino County border, Ridgecrest. So, and it's also in Kearns County. So it's more damaging out there than what you find in other parts of California. Governor Gavin Newsom said that he activated the state's Office of Emergency Services at the highest level and is coordinating mutual aid to local first responders. So, well, at first they said that the Quake app wasn't notifying them, but then all of a sudden it did start to notify them when the big earthquake had came. And of course he activated the state's Office of Emergency Service at the highest level. So whatever the highest level is, that's when you start notifying everybody. That means everybody has to go, get out, leave stuff behind. Who cares if you lost everything? It could be replaced, but your life cannot be replaced. Lucy Jones, a seismologist at the California Institute of Technology and a former science advisor at the Geological Survey, tweeted that Thursday's earthquake was a foreshock and that Friday's 7.1 magnitude earthquake was on the same fault as the earlier quake. Yeah, so it was the earthquake that happened Friday. It was on the same fault as the one that happened already with the 7.1 earthquake. Is on the same fault as it was on Thursday, the 6.9 earthquake. And it's just really hard to go through all this, but people are scattered and they need help. We say we in 1 in 20 chance that an earthquake will be followed by something bigger. This is that 1 in 20 time, she tweeted. And so there was a 1 in 20 chance of that happening, and it happened all right. And as you can see here, here's Dr. Lucy Jones' tweet that she tweeted on Twitter about the 1 in 20 chance of that happening. People in the Los Angeles area felt a prolonged shaking and swaying, but there was no significant infrastructure damage or injuries in the city, the Los Angeles Fire Department officials said. So there was a lot of shaking and swaying, but there was no significant infrastructure damage at all or injuries to anybody in the city, says the fire department officials. Friday's earthquake struck during a Major League Baseball game between the Los Angeles Dodgers and San Diego Padres in Los Angeles that was televised by Fox Sports. Dodger Stadium seemed to shake and roll for nearly a minute as the crowd let out a roar. Well, geez, I don't know, how can anybody play baseball there once you get an earthquake shaking? But it did. It happened during a game. So, it happened between the LA Dodgers and the San Diego Padres in Los Angeles that Fox Sports was televising. So, I don't know. Everybody in that stadium should have been left, gone, see ya, hallelujah, have a nice life or whatever, because it's not safe at the stadium for them to be there when there's a earthquake. And of course, this is the video of that game. I'm not going to play it fully, but you'll get the idea of what the earthquake did to this game. Los Angeles International Airport said there were no initial reports of damage or injuries and no flights were delayed. So all the flights were never delayed. There was no damage there, no injuries. So the flights were safe for now until who knows what's going to happen after that. Seismologists at Caltech said Friday afternoon that there had been around 1,400 aftershocks since Thursday's 6.4 magnitude quake, with 17 of those with a magnitude of 4 or above. So that's a pretty good amount of quakes. The 6.4 magnitude quake was 17 of those with a magnitude of 4 or above. So yeah, that's pretty big, the earthquake. Here's another tweet that's been posted on Twitter, tweeted by Gary Crumbaugh. What he's saying about the earthquake, what the lights have done afterwards. I'm not going to play no videos at all because I do not want to get blocked. A 5.4 magnitude aftershock was recorded Friday morning, seismologists said. The fault is growing. Re-ruptured a piece in the first earthquake. We ruptured a bit more on the 5.4 this morning, and we're rupturing more now, Jones said at a news conference Friday night. It is moving toward the northwest, so away from the metropolitan area as far as we can tell. So yeah, so this fault is growing and growing and growing and growing, and it keeps rupturing more and more and more until before the quake hits. And of course there was a 5.4 that morning, and we're rupturing more now. So and it ruptured to a 7.1, but first it went to a 6.9, then it went to a 7.1. She said more earthquakes could occur, but she added that other quakes are most likely to be in the same area. So there's a 50-50 chance that more can occur, and there are more likely to be in the same area, right, than what it is now, where that 7.1 earthquake is now, and more could be in that same area. More shaking was felt in Los Angeles at 9:08 p.m. Friday, around 50 minutes after the 7.1 magnitude earthquake. So yeah, there was more shaking that was felt in Los Angeles, and it was at 9:08 p.m. Friday. So yeah, after all that earthquake and that, whenever you get into something like this, please just leave the house. Leave everything. Don't take nothing. Who cares? It could be replaced. Just save yourself and don't bother looking back. Once that earthquake hits, run. Get away from everything. Don't hide underneath any furniture. Don't hide in the bathroom. Nothing like that. Just run. That's all you need to do to get away from everything. Because this is really too much for what California is going through, and there is a 50-50 chance that more is going to occur at any time. So you never know what the highest level of the magnitude quake is going to be. So please just run. When you have earthquakes, run away, leave stuff I don't care. Leave your car if you have to. Just run somewhere to get away from the earthquake. Leave your comments below. I am out.